Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
This is Dan from ANR Blackhats.
And this is Netrunner and TeamworkCast. Welcome to this new series. This is a new series from the Hiveworld Regionals in Cologne on the 11th of June. The latest data pack is Liberated Mind. And this is already, we're going to show you some selected games from the Swiss rounds. This is already round number 3 from the Swiss rounds. The first round from round number 3. The first game from round number 3. And this is before NWL, Dan. So we're going to see some kind of old matchups.
Yeah.
Things have changed a lot recently.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Andy in sync, though, so it's not like we're just seeing NEH and Wizard over here, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. Like, we saw at the end, before NWL 2 already came out, we saw, like, some significant changes in the meta. And it's kind of interesting to see kind of, like, this snapshot from this little moment before things went completely off the rails.
I don't know about off the rails, but before more things became viable. Be an optimist, Krystian. Come on.
With off the rails, I mean with off the rails that we previously set out. We set out new rails now into different worlds, you know.
Yeah.
All right. So on the left we have, as you said, we have the Flip Identity Sync, piloted by Bitstream. On the right we have Andromeda, piloted by our popular FFOX. And the game already begins.
Yeah. He was one of the first guys that I met at Worlds last year.
Oh yes, very very nice guy.
Yeah.
The sync identity, we have to say, is removing a tag right now costs 1 credit more for FOX on the right. And of course, FOX starts with Andromeda and has 9 cards on hand. So now the sweep by Bitstream is really, really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I think right when that card first came out, there was the Philly Regionals that year. I remember somebody hit an Andromeda player with the double C sweeps week pass turn. All right, so we've got just some basic stuff. We've got Ice Money on the sync side and the setup turn on Andy.
Yeah, getting out the Desperado. I'm not sure if Desperado is that useful if he doesn't actually run the first turn. He runs the first turn. Never mind about that. It's FOX, of course.
I mean, I feel like the dirty laundries are just an auto-include in Andy. You need to be able to get 4 cards out of your hand turn 1.
Definitely, like also enabling you to run in the first round. And I really love the Earthrise Hotel in the first round. That's something that a lot of players are forgetting. Criminals are really bad at card draw. Earthrise Hotel is so important for them, especially for Andy. She starts with 9 cards, but she really needs to keep it up, and Earthrise Hotel is just the right thing for that.
Absolutely, and it's also worth noting that FFOX has the beautiful King of Server die from 2015 Worlds there on that Earthrise Hotel.
Yeah, so that's where you met him last time around?
Yeah, well, we actually met at the breakfast table at the Radisson.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I've never been to Worlds myself. Are you going this year as well?
Unfortunately, I cannot this year. But I'm gonna go next year. But last year was a ton of fun. Anybody, if you could swing the trip, I strongly recommend you do so.
Definitely. I wanted to go, but I kind of messed up. I'm not really good at planning off trips. So anyways, we see Bitstream continuing his economical pressure with a blue level clearance. FOX gets out the R&D interface, a fairy, and runs on the R&D. That is going to be an Architect.
Archangel. Yeah. It's not great.
The other R card.
Yep, and he just puts the RDI back in his hand. It's not great.
But at least you're going to see 1 card. That was, I think... fast track.
Yeah.
So this is bad for FOX. He's really low on money right now.
Yep. And if I don't know what kind of sync we're on here, but if we're on any kind of Fastrobiotics type sync, there's not going to be a remote server for him to easily mine money off of.
Definitely, and I really love how Bitstream closed up the archives here to prevent from FOX from running there.
Yeah, it also keeps you safe from Snake Door beta, right, Krystian?
That's true. Apparently, it's a card that's surprisingly good.
Right, that still exists. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, yeah, that's probably this Andy that we're seeing here is actually pretty similar to the Andy that we discussed on the show, on your show.
Yeah. So he sees the J-How.
He runs on their server. That's the Jackson Howard. That's not being used. Bitstream is going like, yeah, go ahead and...
Oh, because he wanted to stay there for the bank job.
And Netflix doesn't trash it, actually, and now installs the bank job. The question is if he runs on Jackson Howard, because I'm pretty sure that Bitstream will trash the Jackson Howard if FOX runs there.
Right, but it's not like he loses anything, because unlike Dirty Laundry, the bank job doesn't go away if the server disappears.
That is absolutely correct. Now, Bitstream has to think twice about installing a naked server like he did just before.
Right. It's nice. It's an interesting pressure play. Archangel's such a problem for criminals. When I had you on my channel, we were discussing that like one of the things that really you build a criminal deck around is your ability to break high-strength code gates.
Yes.
Because that's their biggest weakness.
That is absolutely correct. Like, especially on Central servers, maybe not that bad because you can still do the passport. But on remote servers, it's going to be very difficult. And of course, there's multiple ones, as it's often the case with NBN kind of decks. It's going to be very difficult to break them. Maybe FOX is actually running Gordon Blade, as is my case.
There's a Data Raven.
Yep, there's a Data Raven from HQ. Probably perfect placement for the Data Raven because if there's a count siphon, it's going to be very difficult to break it. So there's a trace that you can offshore your money to.
Yep, and it's worth noting that it also just Data Raven, unless you fem it so you don't have to get the tag, it just ruins the your siphon profits.
Definitely, especially here in the sync where the moving the tags costs 1 credit more.
Absolutely.
Another Jackson out. Drawing cards with Jackson.
But yeah, I actually met most of like the German-Belgian contingent at breakfast the second day of Worlds. It was funny.
Great.
We were all talking about jank sitting around like a big 7-person table at the breakfast buffet.
That's exactly the kind of Netrunner community I enjoy so much. Like this kind of like camaraderie that's happening there.
Yeah,
it's really nice. It's something very valuable. I hope this doesn't go away anytime soon.
Absolutely.
He
did a big dig and he pitched a bunch of cards.
We saw that was a global food initiative on hand. Certainly not something that he wants to have around. I'm kind of still amazed that FOX, in spite of his attacks, is still not having a single tag.
Yeah.
Like usually when I play against Sync, I would be already mid-season to Kingdom Come. Of course, FOX hasn't scored any single thing.
Yeah.
This is, of course, before hard-hitting news was a thing.
Oh my god, the Sync with the hard-hitting news. 4 clicks and 12 credits, please.
Run on Archives here, and that is going to be a Resistor. I think he bounces here.
Yeah.
And then places an Easy Mark and installs the Corroder, so now he can have access to Archives, and maybe the Sneak Door Beta play becomes viable.
Yeah. What he really needs to make it profitable, though, is he needs something like a Sucker or a security testing to hit the floor.
Yeah, security testing would be, I think, really great, because that's he could be making money on a regular basis now. I really like the Easy Mark here. It's a really nice splash, and sometimes helps you get over the hump if you're low on money.
It's worth noting that both Beanstalk and Easy Mark are getting better, especially now post MWL2 and with the hard-hitting news, because closed accounts is lurking around more, so coming back from 0 credits as the runner is harder. And yes. Same thing with the Corp with Beanstalk, being able to come back from 0 after being siphoned. We're in a heavy cred denial meta right now.
Although, to be perfectly honest, I kind of hope that now that with Tajmujin contract, or what's the name, that runners will be playing, criminals will be playing more of their infection career fair. There is a run on this remote server, and that's going to be...
he showed the card. It looked almost like a Sand grid, but I couldn't get a good look at it, and it looks like... who's on the left?
That is Bitstream.
He looks like he revealed the card when FFOX was intending just to do the bank job.
Yeah, that's but now he runs again, and now he trashes it. Indeed, it's a Sand. He actually did a dirty laundry there, so very, very efficient runs through this refractor. Love it.
Yeah, he's got the Andy engine going, yeah. That stinks, though. He accidentally gave him the information to let him know that it was worth running the second time.
That's true. That's kind of, but you know, it was Bitstream's mistake. If there's a bank job on the table, you have to be careful about this. I really also love that FOX is able to follow up with a hotel. Very nice, very strong Andy play here right now.
Right, he's just maintaining that pressure, and that's the thing. You know, she may have been the bane of our existence for a little while there, but one thing I love about Andy is she's pure Netrunner.
Yes, no tricks, just just regular, just good old stuff, very traditional. Just getting the servers, getting access.
Yeah, get money, run servers, steal agendas. Feels good.
Yes. That's kind of like the baseline type of runner. No shaper bullshit.
No shaper bullshit.
All right, so do we see a Bitstream kind of struggling a little bit? He kind of beefed up his scoring server and installed something in there. Money-wise, they're kind of both pretty much even.
Yeah.
FOX slightly a little bit less.
I still think the Corp still has a little bit of an advantage here, just because it doesn't look like, from what we've been able to see, that agendas are really piling up. So we got the Turnpike res.
A bit glary there, but yes, it is a Turnpike. Very, very nasty for FOX, especially as he used now the ferry to trash it, to break it. It's just so painful.
Oh, and
another sense, and he does have the money, but will he pay everything? Yes, he will pay everything to trash it. Wow. Okay,
but it's worth noting 2 Jacksons are gone, and 2 of probably a maximum of 3 Sands are now gone. Like, if the fast advance is the out for the Corp, then he might be in a bad way.
Yeah, FOX is really investing a lot of money and effort and resources to kind of prevent Bitstream's score out plan. It's just very important for FOX maybe not to lose or get some accidental
double
scores
install
and tags and stuff like that. Yeah. Wow, double sweepstake. Yeah, crazy. Bitstream is really pulling ahead in a money game.
Bitstream also has the same tokens that I use for Netrunner, the minion metal tokens.
Are you also using the 1,000 denomination?
No, I use the 1s and the 5s. I don't use I'm not a high roller like he is.
I really like this thing that he's doing there. It's like, it especially makes sense for corporations because you wouldn't be using just 1 credit denominations. Right. Those corporations, it's like thousands a peanut.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah.
All right, Bitstream thinking a lot here. Oh no, it's actually not Bitstream's turn, is it? It's FOX turns. Yeah. FOX checks his discard pile.
Look at that fanned out discard, sign of a Magic Dredge player.
Definitely. Even though I can't imagine him having any kind of recursion actually in his deck. I guess he's just want to see what he can expect from his deck still.
Yeah, because, if that's an agenda in the server to start up the Astro train, he's got to weigh the odds of pulling an inside job here.
I mean, Bitstream has been installing Sandsands in the server, so this should give us the hint that possibly there was an agenda in Sand that he wanted to score through. All right, click, sure, gamble, I guess is the move here.
So he's got 1 click left. There, there it is.
No, called it. Oh, breaking news. Ooh.
He's got the mid-season in hand that looks like maybe, or maybe that's information exchange. They've got a similar coloring.
That could very much be, yep. Yeah, I think that was an exchange of information that we saw there.
Yeah, looks like he's got 2 of them.
He's drawing now for the punishment. He wants the mid-season team, I think.
Yeah, he gets a global food instead.
Not the best cards to have, especially since he just lost the breaking news. The breaking news are really important for the exchange of information plan.
Yeah.
So continues drawing. This gives FOX information that there is actually no mid-season on Bitstream's hand. Oh wow, Bitstream concedes this. Yep, the Good is a very good one in front of the R&D.
I'm curious to see what FFOX's primary sentry breaker is. Probably double mongoose, maybe.
Oh, yeah, I think there's a mongoose in here. I think there might be even also a mimic.
Yeah, because either way, the Gutenberg's going to give him some trouble.
Yeah, the Gutenbergs are usually cards that you don't really break, like Ice that you don't break. You just eat the tag and then later on remove the tag.
Yeah.
Oh, Rebirth!
Uh-oh.
I hope you guys enjoying the sexy animation I created for the Rebirth stuff. What will he rebirth into? What do you think?
I'm going to guess it's going to be Leela. Oh!
It's Gabe!
What? Are we going to see a sneak door play?
Even alt art the Gabe. I really like the Gabe against the sync decks. I've been doing this myself. Yep, there's a sneak door. Yes! Oh, I love it. Suddenly, things are different. So different. Let's check out those cards on HQ.
Well, it's worth noting that sync always runs light on ice. So he's less likely to be able to immediately draw into an ice that's going to be good for that archives.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's like, oh, look at all this tag punishment you didn't get a chance to hit me with last turn.
And you have to also remember, there's so much that fits now. Like, Gabe gives him 2 credits for the run on HQ each turn. Then he also gets a credit for Desperado. So these runs are actually for free right now. So he gets access for free. And then he even gets money for this the first time when he does this each turn. So Bitstream really is challenged to really stop this somehow, to make this taxing on the archives, which means the ice will get even thinner on the other servers.
Right. So
he installed something in that server. Maybe he's still trying to rescue. We saw the Global Food Initiative. Maybe that's what he installed in there. Oh, drew just another one. Bitstream's having the worst draw now.
So it's going to hedge.
Probably good choice here. Just waiting for the mid-seasons here. John Mazzonori is a bold choice.
Hey, you got to be bold, right? When you're Gabe, you got to get that max value. Now all he needs is a data sucker, and then it's just max value town.
I mean, he gets a lot of value, but imagine what happens if he somehow ends the run somehow. You know, I mean, we haven't seen too much end the run so far, so that's nice. But just the attack makes it just so painful, especially when you're up against something like Data Raven. Because, like, I'm gonna jack out, gonna get attack, not gonna jack out, gonna get attack either way. It's like,
Alright, so he's gonna go check the remote.
Oh, Bernice May! Oof! Welcome to Tag Town. Population U.
I also appreciate that on the Bernice Mai art, she's just making, like, the come at me bro pose.
There's a lot of theories about this. I also heard about that there's like this dance. I forgot what the name is. Anyway, like she's making some kind of special dance.
Yeah.
It's possible. Anything's possible. I really like her. I think it's a nice card, and it's really nice that they brought it back.
Yeah. It's just it's really nice in sync.
Alright, so tag was, I think the tag punishment went through, and then FOX removed the tag, from what I understand.
Yeah. This is such an interesting board layout for FFOX. I've never seen somebody arrange a runner with everything up in the top left like that.
So something that FOX just explained is that he was willing to invest a lot of money in this Bernice May issue, I think, because he said, like, if he saves the money and just eats the tag, then the closed accounts would take his money away anyway.
Right.
So he had like nothing to lose here. He could like invest all the way down to 1 credit, and that's still better than just eating the closed accounts afterward.
Right.
All right. So getting credits, drawing. Oh no, running on our HQ still. Yeah, that's plugged. That hole hasn't been plugged still. Bitstream installed something at server. I mean, do you think he will actually try to score a Global Food Initiative there?
I mean, I don't know. Because he doesn't have a way to deal with the tag from Turnpike right now. So even if he comes in and gets a Global Food, he's going to get at least 2 tags coming in.
That's true. The ferries are gone, so he needs some kind of central breaker, or he just needs to have a lot of money to remove the tags. I mean, even the Bernice May gets another tag. There's just so many tags happening here.
Yeah. And if he steals the global food, then he's going to have like a do-nothing turn to get rid of the tags to make sure that he doesn't get exchange of information away.
There is a Mongoose installed, so this is his Sentry Breaker as we speculated. Oh, there we go. Bitstream goes for the score. There's another card in that server, though.
Ooh, what could the other upgrade be?
I don't know.
I don't know, maybe an Ash? But, I mean, he's got the money for it, but that would be a kind of an interesting splash in Sync.
Is Bernice unique?
I believe so, because she's a named Syslop, isn't she?
Yeah, that's good. I would assume. Alright, so FOX still can run on HQ each turn, and this gives him 2 credits. Oh, there we go! Ooh.
It's not bad.
FOX is one of the true believers in HQ runs.
I mean, HQ's where it's at, right? That's where the executives hang out.
That's true, and he lectured a lot of times to me, and I listened very carefully because he's a good player. That he pays attention to how many cards the corporation drew, and constantly makes assumptions about how many cards there are on hand, even when he's playing something like a Shaper, especially when you're playing something like Shaper. Siphon.
I guess he figures if he's going to get mid-seasoned, he might as well have as much money as possible.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I guess he's going to keep the tags now, right?
Yeah. It's worth noting I don't think that FFOX has seen the closed accounts on any of those HQ runs.
No, he knows that there's closed accounts.
Oh.
He just said that. I'm listening into the audio a little bit. So he absolutely knows that there's closed accounts. Or expects it, at least. Alright, so gets money now and gets tags, and now he flows the tags. I'm guessing he has 3 tags now, plus there's a token on the data raven as well. And then he runs on the remote.
I guess he just figures if there's no score, there's no exchange of information.
Right, there is nothing that Bitstream can exchange for the exchange of information, so preventing him the score means that maybe FX can win before Bitstream can score any agenda.
Right.
Alright, so the Bernice Trace happens now.
Yep. Yeah, really underplayed card that I deeply enjoy.
I'm really glad that it's back. I really love the way they do this. Big props to the R&D team that they managed to always create situations where old cards come back. Remember how, Curtain Wall came back and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Alright, scores the second Global Food here.
5 points, 1 score away.
We still don't know what that card is, but I guess I will figure it out in editing and you will see. The Bernice Way was trash, interestingly. Look
at this. Same old things coming in. Oh.
Yep, there's the alt art that we got from this tournament. So again, FOX I think is eager to spend money to trash things right now because again he fully expects the close accounts, and there's a close accounts on Bitstream's hand.
Yeah. I got burned at a tournament a little while ago where I was playing a sync deck. And the turn after I pitched my closed accounts, the guy hit a snare.
Oh. Oh no, that's the worst. Yeah, like if you're playing, like all the tech punishment can seem so punishing, but as a corporation, you never seem to draw all the things at the same time. You're really depending on the terror to keep the runners at bay. Often.
Right. It's like the Wayland kill threat. Like, Seamus frequently says that his Argus deck scores out like 3 times more often than it kills, but the kill threat is what he depends on to win.
Definitely. You play very differently when you expect attack punishment. And now comes attack punishment.
Yeah.
Close accounts. There we go. But here's the thing. And that's something that we observe very much, and I mention this very, very often. Like, once you start getting the tags, a lot of the tech punishment type of decks, a lot of the ice of the tech punishment decks, it becomes like pointless.
Right.
So the data rain, pointless.
Right. It's not stopping him from anything now.
Oh. And So he runs on HQ, has to end the run because of the wraparound. Gets a credit, runs again.
Whoa. Oh, right, because he had no money.
Yeah, he has no money. Now he has... he gets 2 money, like 3 credits out of this. I guess 2 credits out of this. And there's a small discussion about how many tags exactly he got. Trashing the Jackson. So that's the 3rd Jackson, right?
Yep, so those sands are never coming back.
Uh-oh. Oh, man, this can go both ways, man. Difficult.
Interesting. I'm excited.
So the only thing that is actually really a problem right now are the resistors.
Because they're going to just keep getting worse.
Yeah, it's going to be like impossible. It's very important to remember that there's still there is a trace on them. So they can, if you have enough money, you can get through them anyway, no matter how strong they are.
So there's the 3rd sand, but it also looks like he has the 3rd global food in his hand.
Oof. So install in that server. So whatever upgrade there was, it's still there. And then install the Sanson, I think, right? Run on HQ. I mean, if that's a global food, it's going to be over.
Yeah, it's rough.
I really love how he's still managing to keep up the money with the Gabe, something that I saw in many of my games as well. Especially against Sync, Gabe can be very powerful.
Gabe was my original runner.
The really nice thing about Gabe is that even if you get tagged to Kingdom Hell, to Kingdom Come, against Sync, Gabe is something they cannot take away from you. So you can still make money with Gabe.
Right.
If you're tagged.
He's like the original tag me runner because he doesn't lose his ability to make money by being tagged.
Right. You can lose a Cutty Jones from tags. You can lose, Bank Job or an Armitage secure testing, but you cannot lose the Gabe ability. So that's really great. That's how they say. They can't take the Gabe away from you.
They can't take the Gabe away from you. Oh, yeah, man. I just love that all the other identities are seeing so much play, and all this crazy stuff that people are doing. I just love it.
So we see FOX dropping a lot of stuff. We see that the second Corroda, the second barrier breaker here is in fact an Inti, saving the 1 influence. Very smart choice.
Yeah, because a lot of times, especially in an NBN heavy meta.
Uh-oh. This is going to be interesting now.
Yep. Just the 1, or was it 2 that he grabbed?
Oh, no. Okay,
Is it breaking news?
Yep. Oh, this is a breaking news, and the 3rd click is going to be a exchange of information. Oof. Now suddenly things are looking up for Bitstream.
Yep, 3 to 4 now, just like
3
that.
3 to 4. Yep. And we know there's another exchange of information on his hand, and now the Sanson that FOX has to take care of.
Yeah, that's bad news.
Bad news bears.
But nobody's got any money.
At least, yes. The Bitstream is down to 2 credits. That's good. FOX continues to run, getting even more tags. HQ is a really nice run. I mean, it gives him more tags. Oh, second exchange information there. So FOX knows what's up. I really like that the Archangel is the only thing that's really keeping him out here right now. And of course the refractors, resistors. So many weird words in Netrunner.
Yeah.
Refractor, resistor.
Yeah. Going back to the Inti is a very wise choice because especially in an NBN heavy meta, a lot of times your fractor is just to break resistors and wraparounds, so you don't need the disadvantage of Inti isn't really a disadvantage.
Oh, damn! This could have been win last time around. Running HQ, finding the Global Food Initiative. Running again. So yeah, absolutely agree. The Inti, maybe like some more seasoned Netrunner players remember back when the wraparound just came out. A lot of people started splashing the Inti in their decks. just because of the wraparound. It eventually went away a little bit because Corona became more popular, but I think it's still like such a great choice. And something that's easy to forget, it's actually pretty efficient if there's multiple barriers, high-strength barriers. Ooh, Bitstream scoring out the Astro. Now the question is, will he exchange information for the Astro?
Well, what's interesting is if on a future turn he could use the Astro token to score a breaking news for 0 clicks, then exchange of information that.
Yep. So suddenly things are looking really good for Bitstream.
This is super close.
This is down to the wire, guys. The funny thing is FOX can just run through the Archangel and just get all his cards bounced back. None of this matters anymore. It's really, he just needs to see one agenda.
Yeah. Because next 3-2 that Bitstream draws is the end of the game.
That's true. Yes. Next any agenda, technically. I mean, there's no global food initiatives in the deck anymore.
Yeah.
So any agenda really will win the game. I mean, even breaking news can be an exchange of information. So really anything.
Yeah.
FOX gets 1 credit. Apparently there's a bigger plan going on here. He runs R&D. Okay, he wants to see the card. No res?
It doesn't matter. What's another tag?
Oh, he actually pays a trace on the Archangel now. Wants to see the card. That I think was a Data Raven, not exactly sure, but something that doesn't help FOX. And running HQ. I mean, the run on HQ is for free now because of the Desperado, so that's really good. See, another Gutenberg here. Bitstream has no money.
See, this is where me being a troll comes in, because if I was Bitstream, I'd just be like, I'm also just going to give you 4 tags off of that Data Raven.
Oh, there is an Astro.
I think that's GG.
No, he doesn't have the money. And he only has 2 clicks left. 1 click left.
Oof.
No. Yeah, 1 click left, yeah. So install, draw, install, get a credit. 1 credit and Astro counter. And so the next turn, if FOX doesn't contest the server, will be GG.
It's worth noting that that's a 15th strength resistor.
Yep.
It's not great.
So on the other hand, I mean, Bitstream doesn't have any money to push the strength.
That's true.
Helpful hand. My hand is coming in and rearranging cards a little bit. Run on HQ, but nothing, of course. This is it. Oh, he runs there. He runs there. Oh man.
Yep, he's just gonna give him. There it is.
Oh, more like, tags.
Here,
gives him all the tags
now.
now.
Tags. And it's the Trace 4. And he doesn't have his link anymore because he's not Andy, so he can take that 1 credit, keep him out, and then
then Trace 4. Then FOX can pay all the monies.
Nope, it's if he puts 1 into it, it's Trace 5.
Oh, that's right.
And he doesn't have his Andy link, so he stays out. But he can just go again.
Yeah, he just can go. This time around, he can pay for it, actually. Oh, man, this is close. Down to the wire. Oh, my God. He did it. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's an incredibly close game.
Wow. Wow. Incredible game. Love this so much. Wow. So have you played with these kind of tag decks yourself?
Yeah. Sync was actually an identity that I prophesized about way back in the when the first big box came out. I thought to myself, what would an NBN big box identity look like? And I said to myself, I bet you it would be an identity where you would increase the cost of removing tags. So when Sync was actually spoiled, I was super excited and I tested with it pretty extensively. But I did not so much an FA, just a pure tag storm.
Yeah, definitely. Something that's also something I also wanted to have for a long time in the end deck that doesn't just like seesaws or mid seasons, but that creates tag in a more natural way. So I'm kind of like excited to see this come up. But it's so oppressive. Although criminals maybe have the best tools for this, we haven't even seen really the tag removal tools in this game. But I still loved the idea of switching to Gabe as a counter to this kind of tag storm approach. I really like this game. This was an exciting game, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on to the next one. Dan, you have a channel on the internets. Where can people check out your stuff?
So people can find ANR Blackhats on SoundCloud. That's where our podcast is. And, of course, on YouTube, just ANR Blackhats, all one word, where I have my show. Thank you very much for having me on, Krystian.
Thank you for joining me, and we're going to move on to the next game. I hope you'll join us next time around. And as always, hack the planet!
Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.
This episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoy the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.